The theme of this year's conference, Globalizing the African Society for Sustainable Development, looked at how to provide a strong background for solution to many of Nigeria's and Africa's social challenges through the incorporation of standard global principles that add solidity to the already existing local values. In a lead paper presentation, a communication scholar at the North Dakota State University, USA, Professor Charles Okibo, who looked at the topic, Sustainable Development of Africa, How Can Globalization Help Us?, noted that Nigeria and indeed Africa have come halfway into the process of global development and called for the sustenance of the development models in both areas for greater output. Professor Okibo, who pointed out that though the African continent is bedeviled by many problems, including crisis, lack of strategic planning, unreliable statistics, the continent must look at the developed global space to see what it can leverage to its existing potentials.
You need an education. Without education, nobody said the fool and his money, very soon they part ways. You need an education. That's why my nephews are doing very well. They went into business with degrees, and so they can think. We need an education.
A keynote speaker and a professor of mass communication at the University of Northern Iowa, Cedar Falls, USA, Chris Obonda, noted that globalization was an important tool for development whose strategies have been successfully implemented in diverse areas, including education, marketing, management, sports, music, etc., and argued that even the African folklores could be used to promote globalization in African classrooms.
It's not to ask, it's not to say, here is sandwich for you. But rather, the goal is to ask, how can I make the sandwich that you like? This is the goal. Therefore, globalization is a bottom-up process, and this is very important for development.
The Anambra State Commissioner for Information and Public Enlightenment, Mr. Sidon Adenoba, while adding a voice to the theme, argued that globalization would not be feasible without the understanding and application of both principles of global standardization and local adaptation, stressing that multinational firms who do not recognize the cultural and social tastes of their host communities were bound to fail.
The acquisition of Mopo by Exim gave rise to a company called ExxonMobil, and the acquisition led to a change in corporate culture.
The Commissioner for Economic Planning and Budget, Mr. Mark Okoye, was of the view that attracting global investment to the local economy must be driven by technology and innovative roadmaps that make planning and execution smarter and less complex. Earlier, in their separate welcome speeches, the chairman on the occasion, Professor Iman Oums Owuamalam, and the Vice Chancellor of the University, Professor Greg Nwakobi, represented by Deputy Vice Chancellor Academics, Professor Ellis Idemobi, noted that the theme of the conference will put the university on a global map with its outcome aimed at providing solutions to major setbacks facing the current Nigerian society. The Dean of the Faculty of Social Sciences of the university, the organizer of the conference, Professor O.B.C. Nwankwo, was of the opinion that this year's conference was unique, coming off the recent free trade deal by African nations, a strong reference point to the merit of globalization.
Limiting ourselves within the continent of Africa in such a way that we profit from ourselves instead of allowing others to take our resources and then send them back to us in a way that will not be beneficial to us.
From the Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu University, Igbariam campus, Daniel Ezigwe, ABS News.